Okay, so we're going to do something a little bit different with this video. I'm kind of a music geek. I fancy myself as someone who knows something a little bit about music, particularly 70s classic rock, kind of my decade, even though I grew up in the 80s, early 90s. I know about those decades too, but my wheelhouse is really the 1970s, and I'm kind of a geek when it comes to music. Passionate about the trivial aspects of, ethnomusicology, if you will. So today I was bopping around MSN, and I think we're going to do a little music trivia. Today, MSN did their thing. I guess it's actually from 3 months ago now that I look at it. But in real time, can you name these classic rock albums from just one song? I'm going to see how I do. Now, if you're seeing this video right now, it's probably because I did pretty well. If I do really bad, I'm probably not going to bother uploading it because I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want my credibility to be called, my YouTube credibility to be called into question if I tank on this trivia. But we're going to see how we do, and I want you guys to play along because I know you love the rock and roll as much as I do. If you're watching this channel right now, I know you dig it. So let's dive right in. MSN.com. Can you name these classic rock albums? You name these classic rock albums. You do that, Soldier Boy. We're not going to do Soldier Boy. Can you name these classic rock albums from just one song? Let's see how the Cat Stanley Space Demon does, and let's see how you folks at home do. All right, here we go. First one. So you think you're a rock and roll savant, huh? Can you identify these iconic anthems with just a single hint? Let the games begin. Here we go. I'm pretty excited. All right, here we go. Oh, it looks like Led Zeppelin. Which album features the song Stairway to Heaven? That's Led Zeppelin 4. So that's kind of a layup. There it is. That's the answer. Led Zeppelin 4. That's a pretty easy one. Here we go. Next one. The Pink Floyd. I'm not a huge Floyd fan, but I know a little about the band. The song Comfortably Numb is a memorable track from which album? And that, of course, would be The Wall, because growing up as a kid, when you were in school, we all loved the line about, we don't need no education, we don't need no thought control. And everybody, when you're in school, we all sang that, right? So, of course, it is The Wall. There's an ad. We'll skip the ad, of course. The answer is Pink Floyd, The Wall. So, I'm 2 for 2. And I imagine you are too, because those are pretty easy questions for the classic rock fan. Let's see if the degree of difficulty increases at all as we go along. Here we go. Question 3. The song More Than a Feeling is from which album? And I think that's Boston's self-titled debut. The answer is C, Boston. Another pretty easy one, and that is correct. I'll move on to the next one. Here's Queen. Bohemian Rhapsody belongs to which album? Now, I'm not a huge Queen fan again, but I was in high school when Wayne's World came out, and we were all rocking out to Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'm pretty sure that is B, A Night at the Opera, and I am correct on that, so we're doing pretty good so far. I haven't embarrassed myself yet, so let's go on to the next one. Which album features the song Shook Me All Night Long? And it looks like a picture, they put a picture of Axl Rose, it looks like, when he sang for AC/DC. And, of course, that is from Back in Black. Another pretty easy one. Of course, AC/DC, the 1980 release, Back in Black. What's the next one? Some more Guns N' Roses. Which album includes the song Sweet Child of Mine? Another pretty easy one, man. You know, I was in junior high when that first Guns N' Roses record came out. Appetite for Destruction, of course. Huge hit. Sweet Child of Mine. Now, these are pretty easy, man. I was hoping they would throw some curves at me, man. I was hoping there'd be something challenging. I mean, I don't want to breeze through these, but here we go. Oh, yeah, this one a little bit harder. I'm a Skynyrd fan, but I'm not a Skynyrd completist. I don't know all of their albums, their complete catalog. I actually do have a few Skynyrd vinyls in my collection and a greatest hits CD, I believe, somewhere on the shelf. But here goes. The song Freebird belongs to which album? I know it's not Gimme Back My Bullets, and I know it's not Street Survivors. It must be pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd, their first debut record, which is redundant, and I'm pretty sure that's the right answer. And it is correct. So I'm doing pretty good on these. Not real challenging so far. Here's The Doors, another band I like. Not a Doors completist, but, I like that sketch from Kids in the Hall back in the day, Bruce McCulloch, about being a Doors fan. So the song Light My Fire can be found on which album? I believe it is that self-titled Doors debut. The answer is C, which is correct. Man, these are too easy, dude. Okay, next one. Which album features the song Tom Sawyer? Of course, it's Moving Pictures by Rush. So I guess that's it, dude. I'm really disappointed. I was hoping there'd be more challenging stuff on here, man. I don't know that I'm even going to post this because it's just too damn easy. I had just finished doing one of these trivia things, which was a little tougher, about guessing songs from like one song lyric, which I didn't do as well, which was a little bit tougher than this. And I thought maybe this might be a little tougher, but it really isn't. So I don't know if I'm even going to post this. I probably will because it's fun. But it's like I don't even feel like, I'm not even like peacocking right now because these questions were so damn easy. You know what I mean? I've proven nothing in terms of music. As far as I'm concerned, I've proven jack squat. I've proven bupkis in terms of my musical knowledge. I've impressed exactly 0 YouTube viewers with my musical knowledge on this, and I'm kind of bummed out. It's kind of turned it out to be a nothing burger. Turned out to be a turd. Proverbially shit the bed with this attempt at YouTube content. But it is what it is, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, some days it rains. I think that was maybe Dizzy Dean said that. He said a lot of that. Maybe it wasn't him. I don't know. That's the video. All things considered, I hope you dug it, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully with something better.
Who's here?